Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, I made it here to Aldburg, and I was helping some of the people in town, and I'm going to continue doing that this episode, of course. Let's go. I got to go find a talking crow that this crazy guy was talking to. Let me see. All right, should be a quest ring around here somewhere. The squawking of a nearby crow catches your attention. Get away from us. We only talk to one man and you are not him. Go away. So he wasn't crazy. You notice a rustling behind a nearby bush.
Welcome, and well met, my friend.
How did you know it was me? I have been fooling that mad old man for weeks now. Please do not tell anyone. I will be in terrible trouble. I will stop pestering Bertrand, I promise. That's funny.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Looks like I have an option here. I could either talk to him or the other guy. You're not going to tell anyone? I promise not to do it ever again. I will be good, I swear it. Let me check the LOTRO wiki on this to see if it has any implications from a completionist standpoint. Give me 1 second. Okay, so there are no implications here. So, yeah, that would be the text.
Welcome, stranger from afar.
If I were to talk with the kid, you're not going to tell anyone. I promise not to do it again. I'll be good on it, I swear. And then if I were to talk to the old man instead, here's what he would say.
Our mission is dire.
It was a boy? I was talking with a boy and not a crow? I do not believe you. I will have to talk this over with my friend, the orc mouse, to see what he thinks. Or was it a crow? Thank you for not, and a good day to you. I'm gonna tell him, because he might slowly lose his mind. What little he has left of it. So I'll just finish with this guy instead of the kid. Okay, very good. And looks like I am ready to do some other quests. So this quest ring's kind of bugged here from that previous quest. That's alright. Looks like I am ready to go back to the mead hall and talk to Arsil.
There is no shortage of things that need doing in the Eastfold.
I had not realized that there was so much that needed to be done around Aldburg. I was too focused on other affairs. I still have yet to decide what to do about the orcs. Allow me to consider this problem further. Since so much in Aldburg requires another set of hands, I am certain you can find work to occupy yourself with. Let's see these helmets here. Critical rating. Finesse. That's actually a pretty decent upgrade. I'll take this. I'll take this reinforced coif.
There are so many things that need to be done.
The city has been neglected for too long. Even with most of our men in the west, I believe some good can be done. While I continue to consider the course of action we should take, you should see what aid you can lend to those trying to bring back glory to Aldburg. You should first speak with Theothic at the armory. Let me set this helmet aside here to the corner. That way I can put it on my spreadsheet later and kind of see if it really is a good improvement.
You succeeded. I'm surprised. I'm
And-
impressed.
You managed to get the craftsman back to work? Perhaps there is hope yet for the restoration of Aldburg. Then let's look at some of these. 208 agility, 239. Not the best. This one gives me 299 vitality, critical defense, and parry. Nah, I don't like those.
Go out into the Everhold and look for this missing wagon.
You have proven yourself an able motivator, Captain, and I wish to make use of that skill once again. A number of workers took a horse and a wagon into Everhold and have not returned. They plan to retrieve timber from the wood and with which to reinforce some of the buildings in Aldburg. But now I am not certain. You may be able to follow the sound of feasting and singing of songs. Go out to Everhold, if you will, and look for those workers and their wagon. Convince them to do the work they agreed to do, as you did with the workers outside the walls. With good fortune, we may restore Aldburg before Eomer returns for more. Let's figure out what we're doing here. We're riding an invisible pony. That's what we're doing. The invisible pony of doom.
Will you aid the horse lords?
You found my sword. I suppose there are some in this town who have a little skill at least.
What brings you to these lands?
Thane Arsel sent you to assist me? I did not think him concerned with Aldburg. Lately his attention seemed to have been elsewhere, but it is reassuring to know that I may have been mistaken. We won't be able to offer much resistance if the training hall were to be attacked. If you could build a barricade, it would prove invaluable for our defense. Build a barricade. Guess I can just click this thing. Good.
Will you aid the horse lords?
I hope that barricade is not needed, but if it is, we have you to thank for it. I will make certain that Thane Arsel hears of what you have done for me. You should next go to the stable. I believe I have heard Wilflod moaning about needing some extra hands there. I'm gonna essentially be retracing my steps, it looks like. And then, since I'm passing by here, I do need to reforge.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Let's reforge all this. Are these level 60 yet? No, they're 40. Okay, so I don't need to deconstruct yet. Alright, on to the stables. Not the actual stables, the fake stables.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Thane Arsel sent you to help me? I never thought I would get any assistance here with the garrison off to war. I should be pleased for the aid. If you wish to help, I need some beams on the stable repaired so that we can house more horses. Many of the stalls are currently unusable, and I fear the roof might collapse. Fallen beams are repaired on the stable.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Do you know how long I have waited for the stable to be repaired? Thank you so much for your aid. Your efforts shall help everyone in Aldburg. He may be a bit mad, but the quartermaster could also use your help if you have the time. You will need time if for no other reason than to learn what is actually that he needs help with. It's funny. Let's go see how I can help him.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Ah, it is you again. It's nice to talk to another person so soon. Thane Arsel sent you to help? Well, I will not turn you down and your aid, that is for certain. What was that noise? Did you hear it? A mouse? Or an orc? I'm not sure which, but it is trouble to be sure. That fence has been broken for as long as I can recall. It would be wonderful if it were mended. We might trap a rat with it. Or an orc.
Brings you to these lands?
I cannot wait to tell my new friend about this. You have been a great boon in so short a time, and it shall not be soon forgotten. Did you catch that orc mouse yet? I thought I heard it under the fence. You must thank Arsel for the new dishes. This guy is completely bananas. Absolutely. So, before I talk to Arsel, let me go get that quest ring all the way up there. That's gonna be a long ride, and I've been kind of dreading it, but can't put it off any longer. Let's just go and do it. Let's just do it. I should have set the milestone here, and I can still do that, but I'm too lazy to run back, so you know what? I'm just gonna ride down this long road back to the cart. Oh man, that's gonna be a long ride. That's okay, we gotta do it. Gotta do it. Gotta get these quests done. All these Western Rohan episodes are starting to pile up. I probably should start editing a few of them and uploading them. Because I hate getting to the end of the season and I haven't done any work at all. And it's like I have to edit 50 episodes and upload them, and it just takes forever, and then I can't play the game because I gotta do all that work. It's good to do a little bit as you go. Like every 10 episodes or so, stop and edit them. Okay, so I found the supply crate, and I will fast forward this ride back. Actually, I'm gonna head over to Everholt, and then I'll head back to the town. So we're gonna go more that way-ish. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this mountain, but it looks like maybe there's like a little path right here. Let's see what happens. These loth bears. They're crazy. I always thought they looked so weird. Where did I first meet them? I forgot. Was it in Mirkwood? I don't know. I can't remember. You go south a little bit. I'm gonna try to stay on the high ground just in case. Ruined buildings here. Interesting. Looks like I'm headed in the right direction. Huh, some horns. There's the cart. The wagon is abandoned and there are signs of a struggle. Tracks lead south. Do I need to go in that cave? Or let me check. Yeah, maybe I do.
We have tracked the orcs to the cave of Berg Sharpol, but will we find the captive craftsman in time?
This way, Kippen, and hurry. The captured craftsmen may not have much time. Look, dead orcs. I cannot tell if these orcs were slain by their own kind or by some unknown friend. Can you hear that? I hear orcs approaching, Kippen, not from far ahead, but from behind us. I'll stay here to delay their approach, but you should press on into the cave and see what has become of the missing craftsmen. Perhaps one of them has escaped, and we can have him to thank for the dead orcs that we have seen already. But even so, they are all likely still in danger. Go in quickly. Press on, Kippen, I will delay any pursuit. Dang it, I'm gonna have to edit out some coughing. This chamber contains more dead orcs, but no sign of the missing craftsman. You hear raised voices coming from further ahead, but you cannot make out any words. There they are. Kippen, are you looking to free these folk? It seems Corridon and I have freed them first. Our good friend Nona. I will tell you the story of how Corridon and I came to be here, Kippen, but not just now. Let the tale wait until there is sunlight again. We have slain many orcs to free these people, but the woods crawled with more of their kind, and we should not tarry here. Is Horn here with you? It is good to see you again, Kippen. We thought we would find you in Edoras, but on the way we found an overturned wagon and sign of a struggle, and thought to look for these folk. I'm glad we did, for today we have saved some lives. These orcs were ferocious. It is fortunate that most of the creatures were away when Nona and I entered the cave. All you stay behind us. Someone approaches. Or some many. Nona. Horn, look out. Big groups of orcs here. At last, I believe that was an end of them. This was a pleasant surprise, Kip, and now let us return to town and see what tale Nona and Cordon have to share. Oh, so that's nice that I did that, because it's going to transport me back to town. That's lucky. We are all back together again, and let the foes of Rohan beware. After we report to Arso, we shall return to Edoras. We have done as promised for both Eowyn and Eomer.
Tell Arso what we have accomplished. Then we should return to Edoras.
But there is sure to be more that we can do for the people of the Mark. But first, let us tell Arso what happened to the workers that went missing in the Everhold.
It is good to see you again. It was a happy meeting.
I can think of no better way to meet up with friends than to see them again in the thick of battle. It was a happy meeting. Cordon and I made the journey to Forlaw with my recovered friends from Mordor. Some families in Forlaw have opened their doors to them until my friends can find places of their own. We then rode to the river, and it was here that pride gave way to good sense. Rather than upset the guard at the crossing, Cordon suggested that we find another place to cross the river. It was not difficult. We planned to travel to the king's seat, there to seek you and Horn. But before we left the forest, we heard the cries of orcs and diverted our course to follow them. You know the rest.
It is good to see you again.
We would have rescued those people without incident, Kippen, but I'm glad you approached when you did in any event. Nona and I crossed the Entwash at the Narrows south of the guarded crossing. I thought it the wisest course, and did not want to put Humboldt in an unfortunate position regarding his orders. Nona would have put him in an unfortunate position as well, under the ground. I thought it might be best to avoid the Entwade altogether. That is what brought us to the Everhold. When I heard the orc attack in the woods, we followed them into that cave, and that is where you entered the tale. It is good to see you again. Excellent. So let me turn in a couple quests here. How do I get to that little quest ring? I guess it's like above here.
What brings you to these lands?
It was still there? That is wonderful. I thought for certain the orcs would have taken it. Thank you for bringing it to me. Good, so we got that. And then let's talk to Arso.
I cannot thank you and your friends enough.
Wilman and Torwolf just left the hall, and they spoke at length of your actions on their behalf, Kippen. They and I cannot thank you and your friends enough. Yeah, I don't know about these rings. Bit of lag here. There we go.
Return now to Edoras. Go, with my good wishes.
I cannot thank you enough for all you have done. You have aided Aldburg and its people in ways I'm unable to do so myself, but I should not be surprised at your ability. After all, Eomer did send you to assist me. Eomer possesses wisdom far beyond his years, and he uses it not just on the field of battle, but in times of peace as well. There have been fewer of those in recent memories, alas. You return now to Edoras? Go, and with good wishes, and may you help the folk there as you have helped the people of Aldburg.
There are so many things that need to be done.
You have been a great help to us, Kippen. We are about to have dinner. Will you not join us?
There are so many things that need to be done.
We are about to take supper and will be honored if you would join us. Since Eothane and I are in disagreement on the issues of the orcs, I will afford him the opportunity to speak his side, and I would like for you to be there to help us decide what we should do. You know what this means, guys? It's one of those cutscenes where I'm gonna have to read through the text super fast. I'll try my best. Let us eat, Kippen.
Thane Arsel and Eothane have gathered in the mead hall of Aldburg to state their cases and weigh the options that will afford the most benefit to Aldburg.
What brings you to these lands?
I'm pleased that you could join us, Kippen. We are about to decide on how we should proceed with our newfound orc problem. Since you have encountered both of these orc tribes, I just wanted you to be present for the conversation. Kippen, thank you for joining us here for dinner. Eothane and I need to resolve our disagreements on the issue of the orcs, and we are hoping that you could mediate and help us decide the best course of action. I will allow Eothane the opportunity to speak first. Please state your side, cousin Eomer. First, let me say, while we have our disagreements, I appreciate you allowing me this time. Of course, Eothane. I know we have seen not always eye to eye, but I do respect your opinions when it comes to the matters of strategy. Very well. I have seen the treachery and the destruction of the White Hand is capable of. We are vulnerable here in Aldburg, and if we do not defeat them soon, their number may grow beyond our reckoning. I agree, however, this group of White Hand orcs might very well be all that remains in the large group, posing very little threat. The other orc tribe troubles me because we know nothing about them. Their number may be great enough to overpower us all. I am not suggesting that we simply ignore them, but we should focus upon the White Hand. I have seen firsthand what they are capable of. If you value Aldburg and its inhabitants, you will do the right thing. How dare you question my dedication to Aldburg and its people? The reason that we are discussing this at all is due to my dedication. I want you to do the right thing for the Grand City and to protect the people at the same time. I can see that we are not going to agree upon the course of action. You're right, we are not going to. I believe that I have had enough of this bitter food. I believe this dinner is over.
Our mission is dire.
I'm afraid that nothing was settled. We presented our cases, but both of these groups pose a potentially great threat. We need to see that they are both dealt with swiftly. I think we have discussed this quite enough for one night, Kippen.
There are so many things that need to be done.
I must admit, Eothane provided a strong case for going after the White Hand orcs, but I cannot in good conscience approve a course of action that leaves Aldburg defenseless. I will leave it in your hands, Kip, and if you decide that these new orcs pose a greater threat, then come and speak with me again. If you decide to help Eothane against the White Hand, I will hold no ill will towards you. Okay. So, it's another one where I'm going to have to go look at the LOTRO wiki and see what implications it has from a completionist standpoint, so give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't know. What was the name of the quest I just completed? Aldburg convenes. 1 second. Okay, so from what I can tell, it is safe for me to pick up these quests and do them, and I can still do the other ones, I believe.
There is no shortage of things that need doing in the Eastfold.
Kip, but I must confess that I am glad you agree with me. I know that Eothane resents me because I am not his cousin Eomer, and that he has every right to. However, I do not wish to lose the support of my people. They respect you, and your loyalty will encourage them. For now, we must alert the Fold Farm about the danger of the orcs present. Please go there now and warn them.
There are so many things that need to be done.
I would normally not concern myself with rumors, but this one weighs heavily on my mind. There is tale of a monstrous boar wandering the woods. I cannot help but think that the boar of Elverholt, which defeated Folka King all those years ago. I do not have time to chase such rumors, but I would appreciate it if you could look into this for me. Such a beast would be a dangerous thing. Let us hope that these are simply rumors. Alright, let's go do some quests. I think I may even be able to pick up the ones from the other guy. Although I don't know where he is. I know he's in his house, but I don't know which one is his house. I don't know. Let me ride around a little bit and see if I see a quest ring somewhere. Ah, really? I got dismounted. Tavern. arbor. Where is Eothane's house? I do not see it. That's gonna lead out. Let me just kind of do a little perimeter check here and make sure. Auction hall. None of those I can get into. While following the rumor of the monstrous boar, you are certain to encounter many boars of a usual size. They are no more than a nuisance and should be easily defeated. Okay, I can do that. Crafting hall. Still have not seen Eothane's house. Let me go to the east of the city and just make sure there. Sure there are no quest rings. I've already been here. I'm just backtracking like a loser. Okay, let me just go do these quests. We'll figure it out. On the trail of the rumored boar. Follow it deep in the woods. How many boars do I need to kill? 6? So I might as well start killing some of them. Get on the pony. Keep following the trail. Hill to the south. But first, let me kill more boars. That is a loft bar, not a boar. Another boar here. Well, shouldn't have dismounted. Didn't see another one right there. We need 2 more after this one. Man, it's getting late. I can tell the quality of my commentary is getting down. It is 2 in the morning. I'm just trying so hard to keep recording this. You see the silhouette of what appears to be an enormous boar. It was not an enormous boar, but this totem was made to appear as such. I need 1 more boar. And then where's the farm? Oh, it's a little bit that way. Okay. Just need 1 more boar, please. Just 1. There's 1 right there. Thank you. You hunt many boars while following the trail of 1 monstrous boar, and the Eastfold is better for it. Alright, let me go check out that farm real quick. I know we're running a little late on this episode, but that's alright. It's probably going to be the last one I record tonight, at least on my end. Because like I mentioned, I'm getting tired, and I can tell in the commentary now. I'm a hard worker. I like to push through, but when I notice the commentary suffering, that's usually when I have to call it a night. Just come back with better, renewed energy the next day.
What brings you to these lands?
I had heard of a recent orc attack nearby, and I thought that it might have been an isolated incident and not something to concern myself with too much. This is very troubling news. I will alert everyone here. However, Ethelbald has been collecting boar meat. I hope that he makes it back safely. Okay. Yep, so there's going to be quests here, so I think this is a good stopping point. In the next one, I will help out some of these farmers, continue helping the people of Aldburg, and keep making progress. Thanks for watching. See you then.